Hola chicos, hoy vamos a mirar a qué tienen aquí en Schoology y cómo accesarlo. So we're going to go through what you have in Schoology and how to access your materials, okay? So as you see here, there's an announcement at the top of the page. Complete online textbook vocabulary practice activities assigned. Due dates are varied. And then the review packet is due March 30. So the due dates are varied. That means when you log in, you will see different due dates. So it's assigned to be a little a day, okay? It is not assigned for you to spend more than however many activities in a day doing your work. You should not be spending hours on one day doing any Spanish work, okay? Remember, your minimum is 20 minutes, and if you haven't done all your activities and you have nothing to do on a different day, the maximum is 30. You should never be spending hours and hours doing something, especially when it has been assigned for over a week, okay? All right, so here at the top of your materials, you have two folders, okay? I'll put another one for the review, but so your gustar, I'm going to put in a video here. It's actually converting right now to show you how to complete partes de gustar if you're still having trouble with that. Then I'll post another video to help you with gustar y vocabulario, okay? So those two will be in there. Now, as far as the gustar activities, submissions are closed because the extension is finished. However, I'm going to go in and put comments to help those who are still struggling a little bit, and I will reopen the submission for 2 days, okay? So that's the final extension, and there is a rubric with these activities. So if you did it on time the first day that it was due, you get all your points. But then you start losing some points if you don't meet the other due dates, because this has been assigned for more than a week, okay? And it was started in class. So that one is, and because you have to remember, these two activities were in place of the gustar quiz. But that doesn't mean that there's not late penalty when you don't get the work done when it's due, okay? All right, so here in Leccion 2, Leccion 2 Vocabulario, so you can also see the due dates here, the time frame, I should say. So it's going to open tomorrow for 8 a.m. And here it's going to close at 12 p.m. So that is your time frame when you have to do it. When you go onto your online textbook, you will see the different due dates, okay? So we click this folder. You will see this one will take you straight to your online textbook. Make sure you log in. If you do not remember your login, use your username, answer your security question. If you do not remember your security question, then you have to contact the technical support, because I do not have your security question. Many people did not send it to me like I requested, your information to help you log in case of you forgetting your password, okay? I do have your usernames. It's on the computer. So if you do not remember your username, just let me know. But that's as much as I can give you, because I don't have your password, like I said, and I don't know your security question answer, okay? All right, so this one will take you straight to the online textbook. And then you should be able to see the activities. You see the due dates are over here. So presentation and tutorials, that's going to be tomorrow on day 1. Then you're going to do one practice activity over here, a listening, because the tutorials actually have mini activities inside of it. On day 2, you see 1, 2, 3 activities, okay? 2 listening, 1 matching. Day 3, you see selection, okay? You're selecting answers here. So, ¿qué día es hoy? ¿Qué clase es? Escoger. Use your vocabulary list, okay? So, over here, there's a listening for el horario de Sofía, okay? I cannot assign that to you, so that's not going to be assigned. But you have analogies here. You have select and you have school. And then on the 24th, there's horario. So I want you guys to do this one activity on this day And then you can use the rest of the day to do other practice activities like the conjuguemos that I'm about to show you. Okay? Okay. Ahora, conjuguemos. Make a free account. Remember when we were doing this in class, some of you couldn't access some of the games because you didn't have an account. It's free. Just make one. You can access everything. And then you have another fun thing you can use if you think it's fun. Okay, some people might not like it. A lot of people do. So aquí, this link will take you straight to, you see, Senderos 1, Lesson 2. Okay, so if you do the graded practice, you can do the games. Here, over here on the side, they have the vocabulary list and principles. Okay, that means that there are practice activities that can be printed. So whether you go into the graded practice, I think some games might have this. So in the graded practice, you see up here, there's a little timer. Okay, so you want to click that and just turn off the timer here. Okay, then just read the instructions. When ready to start, press the practice. Okay, this timer is a default thing, but it says here, it even tells you click on the timer to change it. So if you want to start timing yourself, you can say like, okay, how many words can I do in a minute after you practiced a little bit? Okay, so here to check the answer, you press enter. To add the accent, control and apostrophe. This is the same as in a Microsoft Word document. Okay, all right, so if you need other shortcuts, you can click here and it'll pop up and show you. Okay. Okay, so you start the graded practice. House. Remember, you always want to use 1, your vocabulary list, and 2, remember to have your article. So it's la casa. Okay. It asks you if you want an accent here. If you want the accent, it would, when you click this, it would go on the letter that is the mouse is it'll be on the last letter that you place. Okay, so be careful with the accents. So la casa, check answer. To see or to watch. This is a verb. Anytime you see to something, it's a verb. Okay, so again, use your vocabulary list. To teach, again, so you say enseñ, but that's not correct, you see. So we go like this, oops, and it gives you the tilde. Enseñar. A masculine teacher. Okay, if you guys have profesor or maestro, then you would want to put that in. So now here it tells you your score. Okay, how many you get out of how many you have been given. Okay, you can view score here. 3 out of 3. Average score for that section is an 83%. Okay, now a passing score for this would be an 80. Okay, so make sure that you have at least an 80. If you use your vocabulary list, you should get a 100%. Whenever you finish these activities, you can take a screenshot of whatever you do, okay? And you can post it on Schoology to show your proof of work if you're doing it on something like this, okay? You can also, if it's on Quizlet, I will see that you are working on it on Quizlet, okay? So I'm going to add Quizlet to your links, okay? So your Quizlet's going to be here as well as your online textbook, Conjuguemos, and Quizlet. So those are your 3 things that you can use, all right? So if you have any questions, please let me know. For the listening activities, okay, on your VHL Central, you can listen to them as many times as you need to, okay? You could even, let's wait till it loads. I believe you can even change, no, not in here. You might be able to change the speed. I am not sure. In some of the activities you can, but I don't see the option here, okay? So make sure that you listen to it with a loud volume. You see here, this is where your main vocabulary stuff is located. Here's your vocabulary list also if you do not have it, okay? So when you click on it, it opens up. the vocabulary list. And then it's in sections. You see? So it's in the sections just the same. La clase, preposiciones. And then when you click this one, it takes you into the textbook. Okay? So you'll see the beginning of the textbook. You'll also see a lot of the activities that you are going to be completing here. So for example, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you like to see the activity like this, you can always open the textbook too, okay? So that you kind of have, I don't know, some people just find this more aesthetically pleasing when they're doing it. So if you want to look at it from here and then go in to here, the little mouse clicks is what opens the activity, then you can do that too. Okay, so to wrap up, when you go into your course, you will see an announcement at the top. You will see an announcement at the top. You will see your lesson folders here, okay, and your time frame. When you click in your lesson folder, then you will see whatever links or materials you need here, okay? Remember, I'm going to add Quizlet here so that you're going to have online textbook, Conjuguemos, Quizlet. As you get the stuff done, make sure that you're not overdoing it, okay? And if something is taking you a little bit longer, you're most likely not using your materials that you're supposed to. So make sure that you always use your vocabulary list while you're doing this, okay? Do not try to do it from memory because many of the words are still new and you have to practice them for them to sink in, okay? Good luck. Buena suerte.